Pisces. So now I'm going to get us in trouble because I threw West Side in the background. Now what does that mean? I'm a poser? Or I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me?
Poser.
Maybe I'm just a poser.
Poser.
See what's going on with those fishes in the zodiac for this week in your love life. We did get the 7 of Wands upright, so I feel like for you, this is definitely a time that you already know in yourself how victory can be had, but you have to fight. I don't want to say you have to fight for it, but you have to be willing to stand your ground more. And I feel that you're not standing your ground in what you want passionately. It's like you're kind of accepting cliche, or you're kind of accepting like whatever. And then there's some Pisces I feel that are just kind of like, I'm going to keep fighting for what I've got because I feel that's all I can have, or that's all I should have. Those are questions that you need to have with yourself this week, if that's really true or not. You did pull the Temperance card as your challenge. Something's not natural. Something's not, it's like, and I don't know, I felt that. I got to be honest. I feel like something's just not natural here. I feel like you're at a place in your relationship, or if you're single, like you're dating or not, that there's an unnatural thing that you're still fighting. I think singles that aren't dating, it's like there's an unnatural part of yourself still trying to fight to still stay single, even though you don't want to. I think this is relationships that are fighting over unnatural relationships just because you feel like it's natural the way it should be, but that's not the way the universe works. There's an unorganic element to things here, not flowing in the right way. You did pull the 5 of Wands reversed. I feel that it's like you're afraid of confrontation, and so you are just accepting the mundane. And I think that's not magical. That's not fish life. I mean, my Pisces cat has no choice but to love Leo, my other cat, that I brought her into the picture for him, right? So, but she has me, or she has other people who come around. And I think that, it's like, this is a beautiful time for you to find beautiful instead of stay in the skimping yourself. I feel like you're skimping yourself. You got parasite. I think that the parasite is with you taking the non-natural things of beauty and love and happiness. I think that you're taking false aspects of that, or you have a parasite within yourself energetically of playing this, fighting for something that's holding you back from what you really want. I just feel like you're fighting against yourself, even though you feel like you're fighting in a just cause. But I would say that it'd be unjust. You did pull this Page of Pentacles. This is, if you're going to fight, it better be like you have an understanding from the universe that this is a beautiful thing to be fighting for. And I think that this is in your mind that you really have to understand. And I think that there's an understanding that the universe will signal to you, like, yeah, this is worth fucking doing it all for. Instead of it being like, I'm just doing this to do it. I feel like the universe is going to show you, like, hey, this is worth fighting for. Maybe it'll be a reflection of like what your friend is doing in a relationship. Or you can look at another couple and be like, wow, that's how he treats her, or she treats him. Like, wow, that's great. I wish I got that. I feel like you're going to get messages from the universe of how to see if you should be continuing this forward motion and where you're going in your romantic life right now and the way that you're doing it. You did pull the world card, and I feel that it's like there's a world that is coming to an end and a new one is trying to begin, but you're not giving it enough energy. You already know it, but and there's also going to open up the doors to a new world. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that for you, I feel like something's just trying to shift gears for you finally in your life, and you're holding it back. You're like not willing to get involved. You also don't want to deal with anybody who doesn't have a lot involved. You are putting all your energy, I think, in the most like tireless places, and because you don't want to put any energy and have an excuse to put it to the left sector in a better way. I feel like, I feel like you also think that the world doesn't try hard enough for you, but actually think the deep reflection is you don't try hard enough for the world that you want with love. Your overall that you got is the 9th house. It's time to have the faith and open up new philosophies, ideologies, and look at different ways of looking at the story of your love life, and also have a lot more hope for what you want instead of not believing it's possible. Like it is, it is possible to get out of a shitty situation. Look at that, you pulled divinity. Is it really that divine, or is it divine? If it's not, it's a parasite. So if it doesn't have the hope that you really want and the exciting story you want, and it feels divine and it doesn't feel parasitic, then you know you're in the divine, you're in the right space. But if you're feeling like there's no hope and you don't feel like anything is really divinely aligned right now, it's parasitic. It's toxic. It's eating away at all the good things in your life, and it's not bringing anything else positive. You did pull 12th house Cancer Mars, so that's a debilitated Mars in the 12th. In Cancer. That's a fault Mars. This is cutting away some really extreme, and I would say malefic emotional energies that are holding you back. And I think a lot of it has to do with like staying in the same cycles emotionally that you don't know how to get out of because you're too afraid. And you have to get over your emotional fears of fear itself and take action and find courage again emotionally, what you really spiritually want. And you have to do it for God. You don't need to keep doing this for an outside source in the physical realm or another person. This is for a divine purpose within yourself.
That's where it all starts, and it's about stopping that spread of fear, stopping that spread of doubt, stopping that fear of unworthiness that resides in all of us. We all feel that. We all go through the motions. We all seem to block individuals out that maybe can bring us a lot of joy into our life. But for some reason, we don't fully allow it. We don't fully allow ourselves to process it. And then it just becomes another issue that we're dealing with. It just adds to that doubt. It adds to that sorrow. Instead of building on it, instead of allowing that appreciation, instead of letting that individual into our life and letting them change our world for the greatness, we kind of get stuck back in that, like you're a woman in a little fishbowl, like you were at the fair, and you threw that little ping pong ball in there and you got scooped up. But now you're just in that bag getting carried, getting shaked around, Instead, you're just lost in there. Instead of maybe jumping out and joining that other fish party in that bowl next to you, you have the power to get out. But are you going to actually use it? Are you going to actually utilize that fin and put it in motion and put your life in motion and progress forward? It comes down to you always. It's your choice, not whether you're going to make it or not. That, again, falls on you.
Falls on you.
Hey, don't trip, Pisces.
I was cheering the Pisces. Have a drink of Sprite or something.
Cheers, Pisces. Cheers.
Refresh yourself. Mentos freshness.
Damn right, Julia. You gotta let that freak flag fly.